At Thomas Jefferson University, we have this 200-year legacy addressing quality clinical care for our patients and transforming medical education for the future.
The chance to really improve lives every day is why I'm a resident.
Redefining possible to me means being flexible, thinking on your feet.
Healthcare will change, and the physician role within healthcare will continue to evolve. Preparing our physicians for healthcare transformation is going to be critical to the success of long-term for Jefferson and long-term for the physicians that graduate from this program.
How can we push forward and use the technology and really stretch what has been thought to be the limitations of the human physician?
We can do more than other places can.
The graduate medical education programming at Jefferson is one of the top-notch places, certainly in the city, and I think easily to be said in the country.
It's amazing just to see how broad this learning community is. We have 85 different residency programs and over 900 residents and fellows.
We're a network of hospitals with more than 4.7 million interactions with patients a year.
We are a national doctoral research institution with over $151 million in funding.
Jefferson contributes over $11 billion to the region's economy. We're one of the largest employers in the Philadelphia area.
The statistics matter because it shows that Jefferson is just, a juggernaut when it comes to its ability to affect patient care in the region and nationally.
Jefferson is preparing our students to be leaders by exposing them to a variety of different international perspectives, not only in the United States, but globally. We're giving them opportunities to design new products and devices. We're giving them opportunities to explore research opportunities and really contribute clinically from a research perspective, as well as advancing knowledge in medicine.
Having access to the simulation center, multimedia didactic rooms, procedural trays, and supplies within the clinical environment really help Jefferson stay cutting edge.
Or one of the top 50 schools in the country based on the students' evaluation of the value of the education.
The fact that we get to do really highly funded research in these labs with these PhDs who know more about what they're doing than anyone else in the country is really invaluable.
Simulation is a great way to train residents and is very important because what it allows is for residents to gain competency in a skill outside of having to impact a direct patient.
It's great to practice in a learning environment with no risks at all and very low stakes before things happen in real life.
One of the things that helps Jefferson GME stay on the cutting edge is the fact that we are so invested in quality improvement. Quality improvement, I think, provides the model for us to really always be looking at what we could be doing better.
Being associated with Sidney Kimmel Medical College, you have an infusion of a lot of resources when it comes to space, so that our didactic programs are held in conference centers that are completely wired for the 21st century.
Across GME, residents are incredibly supportive of each other. I think what leads to that in some ways is that residents are intermingling beyond just the clinical space.
People tend to get along with one another, whether it be, the support staff, nurses, physicians, the highest level of administration. It's, less of a true hierarchy than some academic institutions. Part of that is just the Philly charm, the Philly love, the Philly kind of grit that we're kind of so known for.
You really do see a group of residents that is supporting one another, kind of that I have your back attitude.
The students are in a really nurturing, supportive environment that really feels like a family, the Jefferson family.
The atmosphere at Jefferson is, to be honest, much more collegial than I was expecting. Quality of life in Philadelphia is really that ideal spot where you have access to all of these big city amenities, but you're not paying big city pricing.
Rent is very affordable, even on a resident salary. My spouse is in healthcare as well, and she's been able to, also find opportunities for work here in Philadelphia. The city's really easy to navigate. It's super walkable, super accessible. Public transportation is amazing. You're basically 15 minutes from any spot you'd ever want to get to.
I love that I'm within walking distance to almost countless museums.
Sports, theater, art.
The culinary scene is just like out of this world.
And I like kind of the mishmash of cultures.
You have the opportunity to walk down the same streets as Frankie Avalon or Boys to Men.
We have a pretty decent Chinatown. We have the Italian market. There's pretty good Thai food in Philly.
It really is a very vibrant scene for a variety of interests. You can stop by at Independence Mall and really see where this country started.
I literally walk by the Liberty Bell like each and every day, like where else can you, experience that?
Jefferson provides not only deep and rich history, but also access to what the future of medicine will bring, as well as the faculty members who are making that happen.
Healthcare is at a crossroads. What physicians bring to the party in healthcare is they bring a humanism, a touch, a comfort. So I think AI will extend physicians, will make them smarter, will make them better doctors, but it will not be the focus point. It'll come back to what made physicians physicians. That's that personal touch and how they impact a patient's life and how they drive the science and how that science will impact people's lives into the future.
I really hope that the residents who walk away from our training program leave not just as better doctors and clinicians, but as better people.
Every day we can get a little bit better. And what I hope that my residents leave here with is that instilled inside of them, that they did the best that they could that day, and the next day they can do just a little bit better.
There is an incredible amount of collaboration and learning and interdisciplinary kind of education here. I think you'll be very happy with your experience.
If you're a hardworking student who's looking to be part of a community, then we are the place for you.
If you're looking for a residency that'll challenge you and really help you grow as a physician, I would definitely consider Jefferson.
Students are able to build on not only the history that we have, but an exceptional faculty, clinicians that are focused on quality care, focused on the future and opportunities for our students in clinical research, as well as basic science. So we welcome students who join this fantastic university that's committed to quality care, committed to our patients, and committed to an education for the future.